Okay, I'm Caroline Bateman, and I'm going to be introducing lots of technology to you this evening, all designed to transform learning for dyslexics. I've done the research, so I'm trying to give you the edited highlights. So the first one I'm going to show you, which is incredibly quick, is finding things. So my children bought me something that's called a tracker, and I'm going to show you how it works. So I have a tracker on my keys. So if I can't find them, bought it off Amazon. It cost about £20. I have that on my keys. That's something that's not designed for dyslexics, it's designed for anyone, but that saves me so much time. When my son was studying Common Entrance, he came home with this chemistry revision booklet. I emailed his teacher, so I noticed you just sent home this chemistry revision booklet, and I noticed that you've created it in Word. Could you possibly email me a copy? Which she did the very next day, and here it is. But the advantage that I have, if I have this, is I can highlight.
As you know, there is a copy of the periodic table in your prep diary.
As the parent of a dyslexic, that made a huge difference to my life, because that meant I didn't have to sit next to him and read, but he could be an independent learner. That is fundamental for dyslexic learners, because it allows them to go in and listen to the biology, listen to the history, and they're not always going to be hampered by their poor reading skills. It then is even more amazing when you're typing your own homework. You can use that to listen to what you've just typed, and you can hear the mistakes that you make. So we've got to encourage dyslexics to read as much as they can, and if it's not physically reading, we can listen. This is an Overdrive library book. So it's a free library book as long as your library has it, and I'm going to give you a little snippet into it.
Hello, I am C-3PO, and you are about to listen to the story of Star Wars: Return of the Jedi.
And I don't know if you noticed, but what it was actually doing is, as it said each word, it highlighted it. And that's called immersion reading. And it gets the child. Now, there's nothing to stop the child looking at the ceiling. You cannot force them to read. But they're far more likely to when that highlighting is happening. Whatever your child is into, be it Disney or superheroes, you can find immersion reading audiobooks, and some of them like this are completely free. So my next one is improving understanding. Shakespeare is something that most dyslexics would look at in horror, and unfortunately English GCSE often involves having to read a Shakespeare book. So this is Shakespeare in Bits. Now this is just one app that can really help improve understanding. I just happened to have picked one that was going to help Shakespeare be more understandable. But seriously, almost any subject, you've got YouTube channels just dedicated to teaching children, and the beautiful thing is you can stop it at any time if you don't understand and start again. Anyone here come across Quizlet before? It tends to be used in schools to learn a language, and it is fantastic for learning languages, but Quizlet isn't just good for foreign languages, and I'm just going to show you a quick video.
Your test is in a week, and you haven't started studying yet. And worse, you're not sure how to study or what to focus on. That's why we built Quizlet Learn.
It's basically a flashcard system. And you can use pictures, you can upload information from the web, you don't have to create it all from scratch. So that's Quizlet. This is Tassamai. What it does, which is really clever, in fact, let me show you.
Tassamai is an online learning program that is changing the way students prepare for exams and how schools support their students. Tassamai works through daily quizzing and is extremely accessible. It can be used on any device, at home, at school, or while commuting.
Tassamai isn't free, but the beauty of Tassamai is it knows the exam date, it knows the date today, and it works out everything that child has to learn before that date. So they've done the work for you. Almost everything I've shown you now is either been free or very cheap. But this is my one bit of expensive kit I was going to show you. And it's basically to help with note-taking. And I have 2 of them here, LiveScribe 3 pen and an Echo pen. And again, I'm just going to show you a very quick video because this is so hard to explain, but it's much easier to see.
The LiveScribe 3 Smart Pen turns your words into action. Your handwritten notes instantly appear on your tablet or smartphone. Once on your device, it's easy to convert your handwriting into text and send it to your friends or colleagues.
I think that's great for businessmen. This is the Echo pen. This is fantastic for dyslexics. I have this book, I take notes, I can record audio as I take the notes. The best thing about it is I have all my notes, my handwritten scrawl, I can access from my laptop. And if I write an essay, I just put it in there, it all goes on to my desktop, and then I can search for words. So if I say, oh, what notes did I take when I was at Bell House? I just search for Bell House, and it will bring up every page that has my handwriting that says Bell House. And then if I want, I can choose to convert that into text. I find that amazing. Thank you. Thank you.